Can you imagine it? Yes? Okay guys, let's do one thing. This is supposed to be a workshop and I'm not supposed to do the entire talking for 10 minutes. We need to talk with each other. Alright? So just relax, don't take it too much pressure on yourself and pressure on you. So let me be very, very easy. Because the way you look at me makes me nervous. So let's assume that we are all friends here and it's not a Toastmaster meeting, forget all the clothes you are wearing. Just pretty be plain and let's have a very simple meeting. Alright, so let's get back. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, this is warm green talk. So I just made my opening statement, I hope you got it. Yes? Yes. Yeah, so what I meant was, it's very, very transient, it's very, very temporary. The only thing which is permanent is that staying on this planet is very, very, very limited. You can't take it for granted. Now in these temporary moments, the temporary life, we need to make such moments which are like truly memorable. And Toastmaster Journey is one place where you have the liberty and license to discover and invent such moments. I hope the moment part is clear. Yep. Thank you very much. Now, let me put a question to you. What do you think is moments of truth? Any answers, please?
How do you feel the club was going?
Reflection of reality.
That's why he's the DTM here. Go ahead, sir.
Reflection of the reality.
Reflection of reality. Anyone else? It's getting better now. Yeah.
Peace
It's
of
a
mind.
kind of a self-appraisal of a club by a group self-appraisal of a situation.
I think I can go back to my seat now. Kind of almost summed it up. But on a very serious note, the Toastmaster definition says that the moment a guest or anyone who walks into a club, the first impression that he gets, that is a moment of truth. So way back in, let's say, 2013, when I joined Rabin Toastmaster Club for the first time, I was listening to the speech of DTM Masudar, and he was giving the Thanksgiving speech for getting the DTM award. My first impression or my first thought was that, okay, he went on to say in the speech that it took me 10 years to get this award. So I had a mental calculation that, okay, post 10 years, hopefully I should get one. But okay, somewhere along the line, I think I reached some part of it, maybe 75% of it. Thank God that somewhere I'm there. Now, on another note, if you see, I went and I had this impression, I had that motivation, and I'm still going on. If you see, there are lots of plus and minus in me. But it's very, very, yeah, okay. I think I'm just rushing up, let's get back. Now the moments of truth, which I just now we mentioned, and the first impression, all those stuff, it's very vital. And this is a workshop which is supposed to be held for almost like a yearly once is compulsory. And it's just like as DTM Perry said, we need to take feedback and we're going to like put it into practice. And the workshop also demands that I split this group into 6 groups, give you each one topic and make it work for 1 hour, which is not possible in Arabian Toastmasters. I keep telling my friends, you can even take an appointment with the Prime Minister Modi, but to take time in Arabian Toastmasters is a difficult task. So there are 6 topics that we need to cover in Moments of Truth. I decided that we will stick on to 2 topics. Number 1 is guest. The second thing will be membership, retention, and mentoring. All right, so just keep yourself charged in these 2 aspects of guests and membership, retention and mentoring. All right, I saw that today we have plenty of guests. Any one guest, can you just tell me what you felt when you walked into our club? Yeah, I think I asked you, so please. This was already arranged, so it's not extra. Go ahead.
Actually, sir, today's theme is it's never too late to pursue your dreams. When I was thinking to join Toastmasters, I was thinking it's too late to join because I'm here from 2 years. That's why I was thinking it's too late to join Toastmasters now. But today's theme itself encouraged me a lot.
I think, please. Any other guest, please? You're most welcome to share. I saw.
I got a chance to meet my old friends here. Also, the hospital is excellent. Hospital.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Yes.
I got an I got an impression, I'm speaking to you very candidly. I got an impression that everyone here looks very smart.
I think there's a common. All right, so I keep telling people that there is a saying in English, love at first sight. And if we take it a bit seriously, and if you see, love is like our second nature. It comes to us the most natural thing. We don't have to really put effort to be loving or be caring. It's like inborn nature, which is pretty strong. And the moment a guest walks in, I think we are having a guest just now. Ma'am, you're welcome. He or she should learn to fall in love immediately. And yeah, so if we can put our minds and thoughts on to ensure that they do that, I think our job is done. The second thing which I just wanted to tell was, in Sanskrit there's a saying that Atithi Devo Bhava, which if you roughly translate is that we should learn to treat our guests as God. And way back in like 2013, the senior Toastmasters, they made me feel really exclusive, and that's why I was able to pursue this journey. And it becomes, let's say, we are at least obliged, or it becomes imperative on our part that we carry on this tradition. So this is as far as, let's say, the guest is concerned. Let's move on to the second heading that I just wanted to touch was membership retention and mentoring. Now, in 7 years, I've seen that many Toastmasters, they come, we have this oath ceremony, there's a lot of fanfare, a lot of clapping, there's a lot of badges put there, they're all very charged. I've seen one Toastmaster, he was carrying a diary, every meeting he'll come, he'll start writing, and after 3 or 4 meetings or 3 or 4 months, he's totally disappeared. Now, if he leaves the kingdom, we can understand, yes, he has a valid reason to go. But then suddenly you'll find him that he's playing cricket in college, or you'll find him doing shopping in Lulu Hypermarket. So the curiosity is, obviously we go and ask him that, hey, what happened? Where did we go wrong? What was that we can probably change in our attitude or mindset? You'll find some very enlightening answers. No, sir, this was happening or that was happening. But one Toastmaster, he gave me a very beautiful answer. He said, my mentor did not take care of me properly. And that's the reason, you're laughing. Actually, it's not let's say, a humorous, it's not a laughing matter, if you ask me seriously. Because you can see the potential in that Toastmaster. And if he fails, I think we are equally responsible for that failure. Because somewhere along the line, we failed to notice that he used this word. But what I inferred was that he was not getting the growth he truly wanted. So it is almost as good as a system failure that we collectively failed to identify that particular feeling in him, and we are not able to, let's say, plug that hole and ensure that his journey is probably as beautiful as we are enjoying one. Now, a year and a half ago, I was getting quite a few phone calls from the Toastmasters Club. Every 2 or 3 ladies just called and said, sir, you are our mentor, you have to take care of us. I said, who gave you my number? Talking to a stranger, let alone a woman, is pretty dangerous stuff. Then they sent me the Excel sheet with my name, number, email ID, everything. They said, yes, look, you are our mentor. And I knew my president, as usual, has done some mischief without keeping me in the loop. They said, oh, no problem, excellent, please do send your speeches. And they sent me the speech. I changed with what little bit of experience I have. And they went on winning at club level, some went on to win at area level, some even went on to win at division level. So it was a very satisfying moment for me to see my mentees progressing so well. And after a period of 6 months, all that, it's just like if you take a beer, initially you find a lot of fuss, and then suddenly it settles down. There was nothing, no WhatsApp message, no emails, nothing. Then I started thinking, where did I go wrong? And then this answer, it came very clearly. I said, it's law of karma. The way I treat my DTM, obviously, it will come back to me. I remember I sent him exactly 4 or 5 speeches. After that, I stopped. And the feeling only came back, and I was back to the square one where I felt, it's a vicious circle which never gets closed properly. Now, on a serious note, just like I said, I mentioned about the previous Toastmaster where he felt that he was not getting the progress, he was not getting the recognition. I think we have a moral responsibility on our part. All that we can do is at least make that phone call to him or send him a WhatsApp message, and you never know that you can bring him back on this journey. So with these 2 points I wanted to discuss, if you have any ideas, please do share. No ideas? I asked so many people to talk before. Just go ahead, please. Share whatever. This is a workshop where I'm supposed to ask me to come and speak here for I'm supposed to give you 10 minutes, you're supposed to prepare and talk on over 6 different subjects. Unfortunately, as I said, time is a big factor in Arabian. I'm not able to do that. So, yeah.
See, interaction, Toastmaster, you brought in some very important and very valuable topics for our club to ponder over. The mentoring part is something which we all lack. The reason is that we are unfortunately not able to spend enough time with our mentees. But what's important, whenever I have had that opportunity to interact, something which I learned is that when I'm looking at a speech being delivered in front of me with a perspective to improve it, basically like you are getting a different quality, you're building a different quality within you, with which you yourself will be improved. In fact, the benefit, as much benefit your mentee is getting, even the mentor is getting. So it's a point which we must consider seriously for self-improvement, because we are anyway not, we have a lot of room to improve ourselves any day. So when you interact with your mentee, you get a different perspective of delivery, perspective of how to phrase a sentence, so many things, which can become useful. Thank you.
Anyone else?
I found a different reason. See, the mentee gets intimidated by the mentor at times. He's so great, and mentee like me, if you just take away, and I'll be like most of the times blabbering, scared of my mentor, standing 2 feet away from him, and yes sir, that's what. So most of the young mentees, we still are in the shell that we can't express ourselves so freely towards our mentor that we get intimidated. They are so great. For example, ATM Suresh Kumar, ATM Perry, everyone. They are so great mentors. They are the Bible of Toastmasters, whatever you call it. But still, for young mentees like me, we get easily intimidated and we get scared to go and approach them and say, you're a very small guy. How can you just go approach them directly and say, this is my speech? So, as a mentee, you ask reasons why mentees don't approach the mentors. I probably feel that this might be one of the reasons.
Fair enough. But if you go through the Toastmaster manual, especially the moments of truth, it's mentioned very clearly that whenever any guest who is supposed to walk into this club, we are not supposed to tell them the background of that Toastmaster. Just the person, and probably the personal details. We are not going to tell Toastmaster Ajit is the general manager of AOT, half the crowd will go off. That part we are not supposed to reveal. I think that's the only thing I remember from the book which said. And the second thing is, I would again advise mentee that just get on the stage, go ahead. People will come to you. If you have come to Arabian Toastmasters, you don't have 1 evaluators. I can assure you have 10 evaluators. 1 you will be hearing on stage, 10 you will be hearing once you are doing your break time or post during dinner time. All my senior Toastmasters will never ever leave you alone. They'll come and tell you something or other. By the time you go home, you'll be confused what to do, what not to do. But you'll have plenty of feedback for you. You will be totally comfortable. Next time you definitely get on stage. That part I'll guarantee you. So one thing I can suggest is join Arabian Toastmasters. Anything else? Okay, just to wind up, I have a couple of points that I just wanted to share. By God's grace, we are in this Toastmasters fold. And I'd just like to say a small story. I might take a minute or two, but I know DTM Umar will say that this must be a WhatsApp story. Please forgive me. Coming that it's a WhatsApp story. But I always love this story and I keep telling to people, and it gives me some sense of satisfaction even if it's repeated many times. There was this boy who was coming back from school, and he was wanted to go home, and he was in a big rush. And while he was walking, he tripped and he fell down. And then when he fell down, all his books and other things, it got scattered. And another boy, he came and then he helped him. And they started talking, and they became friends, and they went on to become very successful doctors, world famous doctors. And then one fine day, the friend who tripped, he said to the other guy, look, the day you came and spoke to me, I was so depressed and sad that I wanted to commit suicide. But the moment you spoke to me, I decided that no, I'll continue, and thanks to you, I have become very successful. Now what did he speak? He didn't speak very high funda or high motivational talk or anything. Just plain, simple, hi, hello, how are you? But if you speak with the total sincerity, total dedication, total love, I'm sure the magic will take place. If you go to any Toastmasters house, you'll find plenty of shields, trophies in their house. It might give them a great sense of satisfaction. But believe me, the laughter that we share, the sound energy that we hear from our fellow Toastmasters is what we truly cherish. And probably that's what we will be remembering as we grow old. So fellow Toastmasters, just take that phone call, just talk to the people who are around you, just know what kind of change you can bring in them. With that note, I'll take leave of you. Over to Toastmasters.